I used to be a very skinny kid. Wasn't happy with my physique. And I remember my like the friends of my sisters and sister and brother would call me like it's like it's a German term like Lauch. It means like I think cucumber. That's like a nickname you give to people that are really skinny. And I would just play it off like as if it was funny, but it would really hurt. It wasn't a fun thing. I wasn't happy with my physique. I would get mocked about my physique. The same people that mock me about my physique are the same people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, don't be fatphobic. Oh, but fatphobic is bad. It's bad. Everybody's beautiful, but they're gonna laugh at a 12-year-old kid because he's skinny." But yeah, I don't. I'm not. To be honest, I'm pretty happy that it happened because I was so I was always lying to myself saying, "Oh yeah, I already have a six pack. Even though I'm super skinny, it's okay. I have a six pack." I was making excuses not to work hard to improve my physique. So to a certain level, I'm grateful to them. It's just the approach that they took that wasn't the best. I wasn't happy with my physique. I remember I would often I go shower, come out of the shower. There's a mirror right in front, like right at the left side in the bathroom when you come out of the bathroom. I would see my physique, especially from the side. I would see my super flat chest that was stuck to my bones, that wasn't even popping out. My shoulders that were this tiny, my arms that were like this, my neck that was super small. I would see that and I wasn't happy. I see that, I look myself in the mirror. I try to lie to myself that it's good enough, but I know myself that it isn't. I look myself, I turn around, look myself from the front in the mirror, and I realize I have to make a change. I like put my clothes on, go to my room, and then watch some videos of people that are some jack people training, doing some calisthenics, all those things that are really strong, way stronger than me, bigger physiques than me. Those people haven't even achieved the physique yet. And they give me some motivation. And I go do some push-ups. I wasn't consistent, but this is how I started. I first realized that I had to make a change. And that's how it all started. There's this like a trend nowadays that your looks don't matter. You can look however you want to look, and it's gonna be okay. Like that's a giant lie. Your looks do matter. Your body, the way your body is formed, the way your body looks, does matter. You can call it shallow if you want. You can call it a bad thing. Everything you want. It's the truth, and nobody can do anything about it. The people that say that they are fat, skinny, that try to lie to themselves, oh yeah, their looks don't matter. Are the same people they're not gonna say it. That when they look themselves in the mirror, they're not proud, they're not happy. They try to encourage other people to also become fat so that they feel less insecure because there are less people that are fit. Your looks do matter. You're beautiful no matter what is a lie. It's a giant lie. I know if you click this video, I think you already knew it to some level. It's not the truth. Wait, I'm gonna check if my. I want to quickly check if I'm still. Yeah, I'm still recording. Nice. Because I remember last time I recorded, um, I recorded for 1.5 hours and then I realized that my phone wasn't recording and it pissed me off. Like seriously. But where was I? Yeah, you're beautiful no matter what it's like. I used to be called cucumber. A term that being in Germany often used to like tell someone that he's skinny. by my sister's friends on a regular basis. So it shows even the normal people that are not a self improvement. To a certain level, they know that their looks do matter. And for us men, a muscular, V-taper like big physique is one of the most attractive looks we can have. I'm on my way to build. I've made a lot of progress, as you can see on the thumbnail. I'm not the same skinny kid I was at the time. Most of the time when I walk around and when I'm in the room, I'm the most muscular guy. So I've built a pretty good physique, and I plan to build an even better physique over the next year. I've been training seriously for 1.5 years, and I plan to build an even better physique over the next 5, 10, 12, the rest of my life. I plan to build an even way better physique than I have. This is at the end of the day, really fun journey to go on. Just training to train, growing. It's like leveling up on a video game. The video game took that Mexican driver you to make progress towards a meaningful goal and put it in a virtual world. It's time for you to take it back and put it in the real world. And building a good physique or business is a beautiful journey to go on, where you can see consistent progress and have fun whilst making progress. So yeah, in this video I just want to give you 5 crucial steps that help make you go from skinny to jacked. So the first one is bulking. I discovered bulking shortly before I first started training regularly. I started taking bulking seriously a little bit later. I think when I was already 5 months into lifting. I think it was exactly 1 year ago that I started really saying or thinking, yeah, bulking may be a good decision because I wasn't making real amount of progress on my journey anymore after the first 2 months. And it wasn't only because of bulking. Some of the steps I'm going to tell you later on were the mistakes I made. So I could even call this video 5 mistakes I made on my physical journey or 5 things I wish I knew. But I'm going to keep it titled like this. Um, but I realized this one day I'm not making progress anymore. Even though I'm only in the third month. I'm third month in this journey. People are telling me, oh yeah, new begins. You're gonna make as much gains as possible in the first year. In the first year, I'm already stuck. I'm like, fuck, why this is? I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Then I stumble upon a video call from a YouTuber called something McKnight. I don't know the first name, something McKnight. And he got famous around a year ago because he took bulking really seriously. Like the man, he bulked for like 1.5 years. Oh no, he bulked for 2 years, and he got to a certain point where he was pretty fat, and then he cut it. And he made a video that was sound really attractive to me. How I gained 50 pounds in 1 year, I think. So 25 kilos, I 125 kilos in 1 year. So I was like, damn, maybe bulking is the thing that I was doing wrong. Maybe if I bulk, I can quickly build a better physique. If he bulked and got to such physique after 1 year, after cutting off the fat, maybe I can too. So I got interested and I just started randomly eating more, eating more, eating more, eating more, eating more. At the time I was interested in like wrestling. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I was like trying to become a professional wrestler at the time. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, bulking would help me to get to a certain weight class. And when it comes to fighting, I'm always interested in fighting like in the when I was thinking about fighting, I was thinking about fighting in heavyweight divisions, fighting with some heavy guys. But being heavy, but still having like a six pack. Being like a 95 kilogram, like with a six pack. I know it's rare to see, but it's possible. So I'm always thinking, oh yeah, I want to be the heavyweight division. So by the time I'm 18, because I want to be a professional wrestler at the time, Olympic wrestler, I don't want anymore. Don't want to do it anymore, but someone want to do it. So I had to go, yeah. By the time so there's like a 130 the highest weight class Olympic wrestling, it's like 130 kilogram. So my goal was that I was 14 at the time. My goal was by the time I become 18, to reach 130 kilos. And I don't even know if it's possible. But in the time I'm 18, I'll be probably around 194 centimeters to 198, something like that. Because right now I'm 16 and I'm at 190, around 190. So I had to go to like get to 130 kilogram. So I just randomly start eating. I don't really have a plan. I don't track my calories. I just start to eat more. Remember a day I woke up, I made a random meal. Then I asked my mom how to make a shake. I made a shake. Even though I was lactose intolerant, but I didn't know at the time. I make a shake, drink it. 2 hours later, I make another shake. Ask my mom to make me another meal. Ask my mom to make, in the evening, my mom makes dinner. I eat a lot. At the end of the day, my stomach is like this. I did that, and after 1 month, I didn't make any progress because I didn't take my body that seriously. I was eating different meals at different times of the day. I wasn't tracking my calories at all. So it's only during summer, while I was in Switzerland, my family, that I made before and after. So that I made the most progress I ever made. So as the summer holiday started, it started for me to yesterday was my last day of school. So this summer holiday is gonna be insane. The progress I'm gonna make, it's gonna be sick. I look forward to it. I know it's gonna be a fun one. But so the summer holiday starts, and I start thinking to myself, okay, I have to take my box seriously. I want to be really muscular. For some level for the girls, by the time school starts again. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna eat a lot. So 3 days, 4 days before I go to Switzerland, or no, 1 week before I go to Switzerland, I started eating a lot. Started eating a lot. And by the time I remember the day I have to go to Switzerland, I'm preparing my family. We pack our um baggages. And I say, okay, I want to look at my weight. When I started training, I was at, I think, 59 kilograms. Only 55. Only 15. By the time I started bulking, I was at 59. So I'm thinking, okay, I want to see more weight. I'm already ready. All my baggages are packed. I have everything I need. So I go to the scale, look at it. I'm at 65, 64, 65. And I remember a big smile on my face just builds up. I look myself in the mirror, like we have a mirror in front of the scale. A big smile forms on my face. I'm just so proud. And I gained like 6 kilograms, but most of it wasn't fat. I think a lot of it was water, but I think some of it was muscle, even if it was less than 1 kilogram. So I was so fucking happy. So happy. Then I go to Switzerland, I land there. I eat a lot, even though it wasn't always all healthy foods with my family. Every night, almost every night, there was dinner there, and I ate a lot. And I was just so happy to be complimented about how much I eat. Like I had a little nickname that I eat like a bear. Even though before I was that kid that didn't eat much. So I'm always so proud every time my family tells me, oh yeah, you eat so much. It makes me happy. Not like in an unhealthy way, but it just makes me proud of the progress I've made. Some days just then I eat a lot, I eat a lot, I eat a lot. Then comes the day where I have to go back home. Go back home. First day, I eat quickly and I go to sleep. I wake up the next day, go to the scale, 69 kilograms. I'm so proud of myself. So happy. Look myself in the mirror, took off my shirt. flex a little bit. My physique is way better than when I started. I'm not that skinny kid anymore. Remember the next day, my mom asked me to like go buy the groceries now, and I wear a shirt that was like kind of oversized a few years ago, and it fits perfectly. You can literally see my muscle through my shirt. And that's when I think to myself, I'm finally the guy that's muscular under his shirt. My mom even made a complimented me before I went to buy groceries. When I realized that I was finally the guy that you could call muscular even when he was wearing a shirt, I was happy. I was really, really proud. That's the moment I realized that this journey is a beautiful journey. Like I'm preparing to go buy the groceries. I put my shirt on, and I can see my shoulders are gigantic under that shirt. My chest is popping out. It fits perfectly. You can see how big my arms got through the shirt, and I'm proud of myself. That's when I realized that this journey is really a beautiful one. Seeing that every few years you get a new size when it comes to shirts to clothes. That's beautiful, man. But I've made the most progress on my journey when bulking. Bulking is a crucial part, to be honest. I built the most muscle. I'm not on my bulk anymore. I've even cut it now, so I'm pretty lean now. I'm not extremely lean. I'm like 13, 14% body fat. But I made the most progress on myself on my lifting journey during my first and only bulk. And I even plan to go on another bulk in a few months. But I first wanted to focus on making achieving some fitness, some business goals because right now my focus is business, and I like to work and train fasted, and doing that fasting while bulking is not that easy to do. But I think I can find a way to like eat one meal a day, but still get surplus calories during that one meal a day. Because I think one meal a day is probably the most optimal way when you focus on business and mental work. Right now I'm eating two, but I'm planning to go to one. Just eating a lot on that one meal. And maybe if it works, I think I can try to bulk with that one meal. But there's still right now I'm focused on business. So I don't want to think too much about bulking. But I know my next bulk is gonna be insane. Because during my first bulk, it lasted like 5 months. I gained a lot of weight. I surprisingly didn't get that fat. I still had this popping six pack. I gained body fat, of course, but I wasn't fat. I wasn't. Comparison to the weight I gained in just for 5 months, like 15 kilograms in 5 months, I was still relatively lean. You could still see the definition of my face. I still had a little bit of a six pack. But when I ate, it was mostly when I was fasted. When I ate, my six pack went away. But for the amount of weight I gained in such a short amount of time, I was still relatively lean. But I still during that bulk, I wasn't that focused. I ate like randomly throughout the day. I didn't have a specific time when I ate. I just ate randomly throughout the day. I didn't track my calories. I just randomly ate. And I still get a lot of weight, but I know my next bulk, with the knowledge I have now, my next bulk, probably gonna make it like 1 year long or something like that. Maybe gain 15 kilograms in 1 year or 20 kilograms in 1 year in 12 months. And I know the next bulk's gonna be insane. But I would greatly recommend you to bulk because main gaining is not that effective. I'm currently main gaining, and with some of the steps I'm going to tell you after the walking steps, I'm still making progress. But I know for sure if I was bulking right now, the progress I would be making on my physique and strength would be insane. So I know a lot of people talk about main gaining and say, oh yeah, you can still make progress while main gaining. From my personal experience, it's not that effective. I'm currently maintaining and I'm still making progress because I'm still like a beginner. I know for sure in 5 years, my maintaining, I won't be able to make as much progress I am now. I know for sure that during my next bulk, I'm gonna be able to make way, way, way more progress. So maintaining sounds beautiful because oh yeah, you don't get any fat, but and you can still make progress like doing that. But I can tell you for sure, from my personal experience, you're going to make 2 to 4, especially when you're a newbie at the gym, you're going to make 4 times more progress while bulking, especially during your first bulk. You're going to make 4 times more progress than when you're gaining. That's something I can tell you for sure. It's just like delaying gratification because for some time maybe you're not going to be as lean. Maybe you're going to have to see your six pack gets a little bit more less defined over time. Maybe. But then when the cuts comes, after a few months of bulking, when you finally cut, the amount of muscle you have relative to how lean you are is it's gonna be insane. So I know you think to yourself, oh yeah, no, 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 I won't want you gain fat. Firstly, if you bulk correctly and don't dirty bulk, you won't get that fat. You won't really get fat. If you don't try to gain like 5 calories per month or something like that, if you gain 1 calorie, if you don't try to gain 1 kilogram per 5 kilogram per month or something like that, if you gain like 1 kilogram per month or 1.5 kilogram per month or 2 maximum kilogram per month over 10, 12 months or 6 to 12 months, you're not gonna get fat, especially if you eat those calories are healthy and you train really, really hard on the side. You're not gonna get fat. Body fat is gonna get up, of course. It depends on how you well, body fat when you're starting. If you're not fat, if you're not like above like 22% body fat, or if you're not above, okay, I'm saying if you're not above 20% body fat, even if you're right now 17% body fat, even if you're skinny fat right now, firstly bulking and then cutting would be the best option for you. Especially if you're skinny fat right now, you're probably a beginner at the gym. And during your first bulk, I'll tell you for sure, from my personal experience, your first bulk, if you do it at least a little bit correctly, it doesn't have to be perfect, and you train hard on the side, you're not going to get that much fat. I know my second bulk, I'm probably going to gain a lot more fat. But I'm still going to, I know at the end of the bulk, I'm not going to be that fat. I'm still going to have a little bit of a six pack. Maybe I'm going to be a little bit more chubby. But that's how bulking and then cutting works. You first build the muscle through the bulk, and then you cut. You then eliminate the fat that you've built that came with the muscle. You eliminate that fat, and then you have the muscles with the same amount of fat you had before bulking, or even less, probably less. Bulking is better than maintaining. You just have to admit it. If you currently also focus on mental work and business, maybe you shouldn't bulk. But if you're watching this video, maybe you might be focused on fitness. And if you're focused on fitness, and right now you're a skinny guy, or even if you're not especially skinny, bulking would be the best option for you. For sure. Bulking would be the best option for you. That's something I promise you. But something with bulking is you need to do it correctly at least. If you fuck it up, you can end up after 1 year without having made any progress. When bulking, you need to train hard on the side. Only eating a lot but not training hard, you're only gonna gain fat. When bulking, you need to train really, really hard and take it seriously so you don't waste 10 months of your time. Where at the end of 10 months you look fat and you haven't made any progress when it comes to strength. When bulking, train hard on the side, really, really hard on the side. When you're bulking, your body can recover pretty fast. And I'm not saying to like do increase the amount of sets you do. I'm talking about intensity. I'm gonna go into more details when it comes to that later on in the video. But when bulking, train hard, really, really hard on the side. Drink a lot of water. And something that's really effective, track your calories. Track your calories. I started tracking my calories by the end of my first bowl, and I realized how helpful it is. It's extremely helpful. Some days you can do to improve, even make more progress. Eat the same meals at the same time every day. Even when I'm not working, I do that. I already have my meals, like like I've told in many of other of my videos. I have my whole day planned in advance, my whole week planned in advance. So I know, okay, this time I eat. So from today, from 11 a.m. to 11:30, I'm gonna have my first meal of the day, and then from 5 p.m. to 5:30, I'm gonna have dinner. Simple. Have the same meal center every day and then track your calories. I know you're gonna say, oh yeah, tracking your calories is so hard, so difficult. That's the same thing I thought. And I just started tracking my calories. It's not that difficult to do. I just tried it once and it's super easy. So, most of the things you buy, you can see like on the side, or maybe like, if, for example, if you want to eat a banana, you simply have to go on Google, how much calories banana. And then I'm gonna say, okay, a banana has, I don't know, 80 calories per 100 grams. So what you simply have to do, take a scale, lay the banana on it, and see how much gram it shows you. Maybe it's gonna show you 60 gram. So what you simply have to do 80, 80, you divide 80 by 100, and then you do it times 60. And then you have the weight of a banana. That's simple. And some of the things you're gonna eat, then you're gonna see you guys already see that how much calories they are per 100 gram on the side of it. Some products that are packaged, for example, in like a carton. Don't eat from plastic, it's bullshit. You can already see it on the back of the product. Then it's easy to do. And then what you simply have to do, you go on my fitness pal. You just write down, okay, you've already found out how many calories it had. So if it's more than 100 gram, if it's like 200 gram, you simply do 80 kilocalories. If for the banana, for example, 80 calories times 2, if it's 500 times 5. Simple. And then you simply go on MyFitnessPal, you click on meal, and then you write down the amount of calories, and then you confirm. And then when you first log into MyFitnessPal, they're going to ask you your goals, how much weight you want to gain, and how much calories you think you burn, like how much exercise you move around throughout the day. And then gonna give you a certain amount of calories you have to hit per day. And then you simply have to go through that simple process of tracking calories. That isn't hard to do. Like I promise you, I used to avoid tracking calories because I was thinking, oh, it's too difficult, it's way too difficult. It's not. It's really not that difficult. Really not. And if you're someone like me who comes from like who eats some often eats like traditional foods. Like I'm from my origins. I'm African from my origins. I even lived in Cameroon for some time. So I often eat some traditional food. My mom often cooks some traditional food, and those are sometimes a little bit hard to to track. There's a video from Hamza called, I think the name is "What to Do When Your Mom Cooks for You," something like that, where he talks about how to track calories from like foods that are a little bit more traditional, a little bit more complicated to track. So yeah, you can do that. You can go watch it. Track your calories. It's not that difficult to do. It's really not that difficult. So track it, track them. And something I want to tell you before going to the next session of the video. When bulking doesn't mean you can eat shit. Still eat healthy while bulking. A lot of people have this new mindset of some shit that they got from some shit fitness YouTuber. If it fits your macros, oh yeah, you can eat shit, but if you still hit your calorie goal, it's okay. And I often, like, in the past, I often stumble upon some videos of some people saying, oh yeah, dirty bulking, oh it's faster. and you still have fun while bulking. You're not healthy, but still you hit your calorie at the if at the end you hit your amount of calories that you plan to. It's okay. That's a bullshit mindset. Those people are so certain level, right? You can say, but they're also really really wrong. You can still build a great physique by eating shit. That's true. That's true. But when you eat shit, ask yourself what happens to your hormones. First, see how your testosterone is gonna go down. Your hormones are gonna be all fucked up. Your ability to focus and use your brain is gonna be all fucked up. You're gonna have less energy. And at the end of the day, a certain thing, your physique is gonna be a little bit worse. You can still build a good physique by eating shit, but your physique is always gonna be better when you eat healthy. You're gonna be a more disciplined person. It's gonna improve like diet is gonna improve every single aspect of your life. So if you eat foods that are processed, full with sugar, junk foods, all that bullshit, you can maybe still build a good physique if you train hard. But it's not gonna be as close, as good as when you eat healthy. Your life quality is gonna be worse. Gonna be less happy because you're stimulating your brain with all those super sugary foods with thousand flavors that are not even that tasty, but they're super stimulating. Dopamine is gonna go down. Your baseline dopamine is gonna go down and down. You're gonna be less happy, less proud of yourself because you know you train hard, but you're fraud to some level. You're not an athlete because you eat shit. Eat like your our ancestors ate. How did our ancestors eat? They ate healthy. They ate natural foods. They ate meat, natural things. They weren't like super processed foods that are packed in plastic. Eat healthy. Ask yourself, how did your great grandfather eat? Probably ate meat, some salads, potatoes. Maybe he drank beer. I don't know. Maybe. But outside of it, most of what he ate was healthy. Probably eat like that. So the second step is split and training frequency. So when I first started training, I used to do full body 7 times a week. I wasn't consistent, but that was my split. I didn't have one. I didn't even really know what a split was, and I didn't know that having a split was that important. So what I used to do, I wake up, procrastinate a little bit. When the time when I know I can't procrastinate anymore, I start training. And what I do is just do random exercise. I don't track the amount of reps or sets I do. Just do random exercises. And even during the middle of my sets, I would like after one set, I would go on YouTube research one exercise and just do it randomly throughout the session. Not even tracking the amount of reps I do. Not even having a goal of the amount of sets I want to do on this exercise. So I start training. I'm in my room. I start training. Thinking to myself, okay, what exercise can I start with? Oh yeah, I can start with push-ups. And I randomly do 150 push-ups with 7 sets. None of the sets was taken close to failure. Then oh yeah, what should I do next? Like calf raises. I just do like a random amount of reps that comes to my head. Finish the set, a little bit exhausted, but haven't even taken it close to failure. And I go on YouTube, take my phone out, go on YouTube, look for an exercise I can do for legs. And I find an exercise, do it for 5 sets. During my rest break, I just watch some random videos on YouTube, procrastinating. Then I do an exercise, new exercise, yeah. Then I finish my section, haven't even trained hard. Next day I wake up, I procrastinate, don't work out. Next day before that, after that, don't work out. 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 Procrastinate even more and more. Now that I think about it, this the shit. A full body can be effective. I mean, right now I'm doing full body, but the full body split I had in the past was shit. And didn't even see it as a split. I thought it was normal to train like full body 7 times a week. I thought it was a normal thing in this fitness space. It isn't. If I kept doing it until now, I know for sure I wouldn't have made any progress at all. I know for sure. Because firstly, I wasn't training hard. I was doing it 5-6%, and I'm going to talk more about it in the next part of this video. And my muscle didn't have even time to recover. I was doing random exercise, wasn't progressively overloading. Of course, I wasn't making progress. That split was just dog shit. So I'm going to quickly tell you all the splits I did. So the first one was a dumb. I'm going to tell you the dumb 7 times a week full body split. Second one was push pull legs, and that one was pretty effective. I enjoyed it. Oh no, yeah, push pull legs. No, the second one was firstly I did like a weird, that one was also weird. So I used to do Monday I would do push, and on Tuesdays I would do pull and legs on the same day, and then I would do it again 3 times. So I would hit every muscle 3 times per week. Then I did push pull legs. Then I did upper another upper lower, an upper lower that was more effective. So I would train 4 times a week. That wasn't long ago. It was like 1 month, 2 months ago. I trained 4 times a week. I would do on Tuesdays I have an upper workout, upper body workout. On Thursdays I have a lower body workout. Saturday upper body workout. Sunday lower body workout. And then the split that I'm doing currently is like a smart and effective full body. So I'm doing strength training 2 times a week, and I train full body just 2 times. And the split is just really effective. Maybe one day I'm gonna go back to doing like the push pull leg or upper lower split. Right now it works really great for me because I also go run on runs, and I don't enjoy running like right now running and go doing like a long workout on the same day is pretty difficult because I'm so focused on business, and I think it will take a lot of brain power for me. So what I do is I do I work out. I do my strength training workout on Wednesday and Saturday. So today Saturday I did it in the morning, and then for um the rest of the days, and I'm not doing my strength training, I'm running. But right now I'm just running 3 times a week. I'm planning to run just 3 times a week. And then on to other days I go on a walk. So right now I wake up first in the morning and I have my workout. So if it's Wednesday, I'm gonna have my strength training workout. If it's like Monday, I'm gonna go run. And on the 2 days that I don't run or do strength training, I just go for a walk first thing in the morning. It's really enjoyable. Then maybe I might go back to running 5 times a week. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna see. But right now, this is really effective for me. I'm currently doing 2 times full body 3 times a week, 2 times a week, running 3 times a week. Really effective, really fun to do. And I didn't really think it was like this, but full body is really enjoyable. Just training full body, having a pump on your whole body is really fun, especially when you're training hard. Like this, like later on in the video, I'm going to talk about intensity. But when you're training hard and doing full body, that's so fucking enjoyable. Remember the first full body session I had again a few weeks ago. I fucking enjoyed it. I smashed it. I had fun. It was difficult. My muscles hurt, or like it was painful, but I had fun. I genuinely enjoyed it. And it's not to say that I didn't enjoy the upper lower split or the push pull leg split. But I think full body might be the most enjoyable split. Maybe full body 2 times a week at least might be the most enjoyable split. If I did full body 7 times a week, maybe I wouldn't enjoy myself so much. Full body 2 times a week is really enjoyable. So find a split you can do consistently. This full body 7 times a week, just randomly doing random exercise is not a good one. Firstly, what I do now is I have a page on my phone where I track my reps and my reps and exercise. So I write down my exercise on the top. I already know. Okay, I start with push-ups, then I go to wide grip, chest bar, pull-ups. Then I go to diamond, decline or incline, like when my legs are up, push-ups. Then I go to neutral grip, tucked pull-ups. Then I go to dips. Then I go to concentration curls. Then I go to overhead press. Then I go to hammer curls. And I go to lateral raises. Then I go to like you can see I already have my workout in my head because I write it down. And every time I do a set, so if I do my set of push-ups, I write down, okay, I did 28 reps, for example. If I did 28 reps, I write down I did 28 reps. If I really get total failure, I couldn't have done one more. Or if I tried to do like a 29th rep and I failed, for example, I write down 28 reps. Like under push-up, I write down 28 reps, failed 29. Simple as that. Track your reps is extremely important. You might think I don't need to track my reps. I can just go to failure on every set. How do you know if you want to failure if you're not tracking it? How do you know you're making progress and consistently progressing if you not track your your, your training sessions? How do you want to know if you're doing something wrong that's preventing you from making progress if you're not tracking your sessions? In the past, when I used to not to just randomly exercise without tracking my exercises, I wouldn't even know for sure if I'm not making progress or not because I wasn't tracking anything. It's as simple as that. Start tracking. You might have some limiting beliefs that might prevent you from doing it. But it's extremely important. If you want to know, okay, if I'm currently doing something wrong that's preventing you from making progress, you will need to track to actually realize that you're doing something wrong. You won't be able to know for sure if you're tracking your training sessions. Start tracking. And find a split that works for you. It can be push-pull legs. It can be full body 2 times a week. It can be anything. But a simple thing you can have in your head is if you're trying to make progress, try to train every muscle group 2 times a week. 3 times a week is not effective. It's gonna start to have some diminishing returns, especially if you train with high intensity. So a simple thing you can have is after in your head is that you do like some hard workouts. You train every single muscle group hard 2 times a week. So currently I'm just training through plumbing where I do full body. When I was doing push pull legs, I was training every part of my body, every muscle group 2 times a week. Also, Monday I do a push workout, so chest, front delts, side delts, triceps, and also abs. And then on Thursday I'll do that again, so 2 times. Tuesday I do pull, so biceps, forearms, rear delts, back, and traps and neck. To be honest, I've been lacking. I haven't been training neck seriously recently, so I'm plan to train neck even more. Even traps, I've been neglecting it. So I seriously have to add more exercise just on those muscle groups. So find a split that works for you. You're gonna have to try different splits to find it. So you can just for the next 2 weeks, or no, for the next 4 weeks, you try 4 different splits and find which one you enjoy the most. You can try between upper, lower, push pull push pull legs. And those are the upper, lower, push pull legs, full body 2 times a week. There are many different Arnold split. There are many different splits you can try. Find the split that works best for you and just do it. I know it doesn't sound important to have a split, especially if you're a beginner. I promise you, it's one of the most important parts. So find one if that works best for you. The third step is it's more of a mindset. Another step. High volume isn't that effective. I used to do 5 sets per exercises. So if I had 5 different exercises, I would do 25 sets. I thought I had this mindset that the more sets you do, the more progress you make. And you see a lot of this bullshit like training routines that I give you on the internet on YouTube. Or you get 5 sets of 8, 5 sets of 12, 5 sets of this or this or this or this or this or this. And then you start thinking, even you're a beginner, I'm watching this as a beginner. I'm 1 year, 1.5 years ago. I see this. You see all those shows where they say, "Oh, you have to do 5 sets of push-ups, 5 sets of bench press, 5 sets of dips, 5 sets of this, and then this." I'm thinking, okay, to make progress, I have to do 5 sets because this guy that's making this video he has a great physique. Oh yeah, I'm gonna follow it. I do it for 1 month, 2 months, zero changes. I think, oh, maybe I have to do 6 sets. So I'm excited I add the 6 set, making even less progress. I then decided to go down to 3 sets because I realized that doing 5 sets, I realized some intelligent and finding intelligent fitness YouTubers, like some intelligent one, because a lot of people on the fitness stage are giving some bullshit advice for real. So I finally discovered most of the things I showed you during this video, all of the things I showed you during this video, are things that I learned from other fitness YouTubers, from intelligent ones. Actually give you some real advice. I started doing 3 sets per exercise, but even that wasn't that effective. It was even at least more effective than 5 sets per exercises. But the time when I started making most progress I ever made is when I went up to 1 set per exercises. And I started doing this for around 1.5 months ago. And I'm currently, when it comes to strength and even physique, I'm currently making an insane amount of progress. When it comes to strength, I have never made this amount of progress before. Never. And even my physique is changing pretty fast, especially for someone who's not, I'm not currently bulking. I know with doing the bulk, oh my god, it's gonna be insane. That's something I'm sure of. I made no progress with 5 sets of exercise, and you know why? With all those sets, firstly, you're automatically gonna train like a pussy when you do 5 sets per exercises. You can say, oh, I can do 5 sets and I go to failure on every set. No. When you do 5 sets, 6 sets per exercises, I know for sure you're gonna train like a pussy. Because you're thinking yourself, okay, I'm gonna do 12 reps of the exercises. If I go to failure on every set, by the time I get to the 5th set, I'll probably do 5 reps or be able to do 4 reps. Second reason why you're not gonna make progress for doing 5 sets, 4 sets, even 3 sets is that the recovery is bullshit. If you somehow manage to train hard even while doing those 5 sets, recovery is gonna be total bullshit. And recovery is so important. It's an important part of training. It's a really important part of training. I don't like to talk too much about it because a lot of people exaggerate with this notion of overtraining. But if you're truly training hard and going to failure on some of your sets, and at least being like close to failure on every single set, doing 5 sets, your recovery is gonna be shit. That's something I'll tell you for sure. And if you aren't training going close to failure on every set and you're only taking maybe the last one to failure, then what was the purpose of the first 4 sets? then they were totally useless. Why did you do the first four sets if you only went close to failure or to failure on the last one? Then the first four ones were totally useless. So reduce your amount of sets. I know it sounds counterintuitive. You think to yourself, okay, no, to make more progress, I need to do more. No, to make more progress, do less sets. I know, especially if you're a beginner, it sounds counterintuitive. Make your own research, you're going to see. Mike Mensa is a famous bodybuilder. He isn't alive anymore, rest in peace. But he talked about it in details about this method of just low volume, high intensity. I'm going to talk about intensity after this section. But low volume, high intensity. I, I discovered this method from a video first from Hamza. He didn't really say that it was Mike Mensa's method. I think he said he discovered that method from a book called The 4 Hour Body from a very smart author called you probably know him, Tim Ferriss. And it's just a notion of doing one set of exercises, but taking every single set to total failure. And Hamza talked about it. And in that video, I'm watching this video on his YouTube channel, and in my room, I'm watching my room, my phone in my head. I'm watching this video from his Unfiltered channel. I always know that when Hamza drops a video, 99% of the time it's gonna be a banger. So I'm watching this video, and he says, if you're doing once more 5 step exercises, you train like a pussy for sure. Right now, he said, right now I'm doing 1 step exercises, and I'm making the most progress I ever made. He basically what he said. But when in that video, he more talk about this method as a way to train temporarily to improve your intensity, and then you add more sets into it. But recently, when I started doing this, I think I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I'm going to train like this for the rest of my life. Maybe on some exercise, I'm going to add the second set, but not more than that. Because this is seriously effective. Because of the low amount of sets. You know for sure you need to train hard. That you need to do the most. You need to take every single step seriously. And when I say one set, still do your warm-up sets. It's very important to do warm-up sets. Warm up. To be warm and ready on the set. But only doing one set, the progress I've been making is insane. And lowering the set is going to help you with intensity. I'm going to talk more about it in the next session. But lowering your intensity and lowering your sets will help drastically with the intensity. Drastically. I remember the fact that I used to think, oh yeah, I'm training hard. And it's only when I started doing this a low amount of sets that I realized I wasn't training hard at all. It felt like I was training hard, but I wasn't. I really wasn't. It's only when I started to lowering my amount of sets I realized I wasn't training hard at all. So believe me, higher intensity, the higher the sets are, it doesn't mean you're gonna make more progress. It probably means you're gonna make less progress. Don't follow these random videos from random YouTubers. Say, oh yeah, 5 sets of 8 of this exercise, and 5 sets of 12 of this exercise, then 5 sets of 15 of this set, and then they show you 15 different exercises you have to do 5 sets of, and you finish your session with like fucking 100 sets. Your sessions are longer, you make less progress. When you do less volume, reduce your amount of sets, but train hard on every single set. Your workouts are 5 times shorter, or sometimes even more, or even shorter, and 5 times more effective. And something I didn't really script this, but something I want to talk about is also exercises you do. The amount of exercises you do. Stop adding some random exercises in every day. find 4 or some, we would say 3 to 8 exercises for, like, if you do, for example, if you're doing a push pull leg split on your push day, you can do 5 exercises. Pull day, for example, I'm just taking an example, 4 or 6 exercises. Leg day, 5, 6 exercises. I think for each muscle group or each, like, you need, on every session you don't need more than 8 sets for real. For if you do full body, right now I'm doing full body. I think I do 10 exercises or 12 no, I do 13. But it's like I'm training full body. When I was doing push pull leg, on my push session, I was doing 5 exercises. Pull session, 5 exercises. Leg session, 3. I don't train calls because I already go on runs 3 times at the time I went to runs every day, but I will go on 3 times on weekends. I think running is a really effective way to build up your calves. So I have 3 different exercises on leg day, 5 exercises on pull day, five on push days. When I'm good for body, so I have more on each session. But at the end of the week, I still have the same amount of sets that I do, of exercises that I do. So you don't need 1,000 different exercises. Select the most effective ones. I'm not saying to like train like a minimalist. That's something different. That's a different thing. Don't train like a minimalist. Train every single body part. Normally the mistakes I made. I used to like not train my bicep because people were telling me, oh yeah, your triceps is like two-thirds of your arms, so don't train biceps because the triceps is a more effective part. I trained my triceps grew. My biceps was still small. I didn't look that big without a shirt, especially without a shirt. Right now I'm building up my biceps. I have like 2 exercises on biceps and they're getting bigger. But they would have been way bigger if I didn't listen to this stupid advice of don't train your bicep directly. Or oh, if you do chin ups, your biceps are gonna grow. I did chin up for a long time. My bicep didn't grow that much. Train every single part of your body. Don't skip any part. I'm not just what I'm trying to say here. But stop doing like 5 exercises for shoulders. Stop doing 5 exercises for chest. Find one for chest. You can have 3 exercises: one for lower chest, one for middle chest, one for upper chest. Or shoulders, have one exercise for the front delt, one for the side delts, one for the rear delts. For legs, one for the front part of your legs, one for the hamstrings. Or and you can have one where you focus like on the side of your legs, for example. You can have one for calves. You can have one for glutes. For back, you train upper, lower. You train your lats, your traps, your neck. Train every part of your body. But stop doing 5 different exercises for each muscle group. That's just stupid. Select a few effective exercises that you can do for each muscle group, and then train seriously. Simple. Now I'm going to talk about intensity. So, like I said, I used to do 5 exercises, and I used to think I was training hard. I wasn't. So, imagine this: on my leg sessions, shortly before I switched to 1 set per week, when I used to do 3 sets per exercise, before I switched to do 1 set per exercise, when I used to do 3 sets per exercises. When it came to leg day, one of my first exercise on leg day is 60 squat. I used to do 8, 10 reps. And yeah, I was happy. Oh, I'm training hard. Oh, those 10 reps were hard. 10 reps were hard, difficult. Oh my god, those 10 reps were difficult. Then 1 week later, I decided to switch to this 1 set exercises. Leg day comes. You know how much I do, how much I manage to do. With this mindset of doing 1 set exercises, but taking every single exercise total failure. 26 reps. Right now I'm doing 35. I plan to start doing weighted. I'm going to put weights in my backpack and like put it in front of my body. I was practically getting 16 reps from failure when it came to 60 squat, and there were a lot of other exercises where it wasn't that much different. When you're gonna start doing less sets, you're gonna realize that you're probably training like a pussy. When I say doing less sets, use the Mike Mensa method. Mike Mensa method is basically doing a low amount of sets, but taking every single set to total failure. Training with insane intensity, but doing less sets. So you're still able to recover. But training with insane intensity. That's how you're gonna grow. I was 16 reps shy from failure, thinking I was training hard. I wasn't. And maybe you aren't too. You probably aren't too. Especially if you do 5 sets, 4 sets, 3 sets by exercises. Train like someone was holding a gun to your head and saying you need to go to total failure or you're dead. That's how hard you should train. Do 1 set or choose and or exercise and do maybe 2 sets on some exercises. But take every single set to total failure and beyond failure. Still warm up. Still train with really good form. Form is extremely important. Control like the eccentric and explode. No, control the concentric and explode on the eccentric. But still control the movement. But train hard. Don't train like a pussy. And the only way you're gonna know that you're not trained like a pussy is if you do a low amount of sets and you really intentionally teach yourself before every single set. I won't drop the weight until my muscle can't even move anymore. That's the mindset you should have. Like when you do your last rep and you think, oh yeah, I can do any more, try another one. And we actually try. Don't try a little bit. Like I used to do it. I still had a lot of reps in the tank without even realizing it because it was hard. I'm doing pull-ups, so you can see my pull-up bar right there. I'm doing pull-ups. I do 1 set. Then I see, oh yeah, I'm tired. It's painful. I like half-heartedly try a last set, last rep. So try a last rep. Don't even push that hard. Just try a little bit. Just think to myself, oh yeah, I went to failure, but I didn't. I tried a little bit and then I give up. Even though I could have really pushed and done the last rep. And I probably had 2 more reps in the tank or 3 more reps in the tank or even more. And because it was painful, I kind of lied to myself, telling myself, oh yeah, I can't do anymore. I tried one last but didn't work, so yeah, I can't do anymore. So yeah, I'm just gonna give up. When you think you don't have any more in the tank, you're gonna realize you probably have 5 more reps. Especially if you've been training like a pussy so far. Now that I've been training really hard recently, I know how it feels when I'm truly going to failure. I used to do bicep because my lifestyle would like look like this at the end, like just a little bit difficult, but yeah, I would manage to do it. Now my lifestyle like looks like this. I'm like pushing like my arms get stuck here. I'm trying to get a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Our face is like I'm looking like a clown. I'm looking like I'm getting like beat up with a bat because it's really painful to go to fail, but it's more fun to be honest. I managed to go to do the last rep, but like took 10, 20 seconds to get the weight up. But I'm making more progress. And training hard is more fun than when you train like a pussy. I'm having more fun. Of course, it's more difficult, but I'm weirdly having more fun. I think it's this masculine part of me that's enjoying this. Because we men, we go and challenge. Your masculine essence, your masculine side is going to grow only through challenges, through discomfort. So you're going to have more fun while doing those workouts. Those difficult workouts. When you train like a pussy, you're not going to have much fun. When I was doing 5 step exercises, but train like a fucking pussy, 10 sets I try from failure. I wasn't having that much fun training with my workouts. I didn't feel like a warrior by training, no. Now I feel like a fucking warrior when I'm training. I feel like I'm going to war. I have like a good music that's playing, good playlist. I feel like a fucking warrior. Every set is so difficult, but I'm having fun. Think to yourself, how in which session are you gonna feel better afterwards? The session where you train, did 5 sets, didn't take any of the 5 sets close to failure. Train like a pussy, train like a bitch. or the session where you trained to total failure on every set, did one set per exercise, but took all those every single set really seriously. You're probably gonna have more fun in this session. Not probably, you're 100% gonna have feel better afterwards during this session here, where you train hard, high intensity with one set. And it's more effective. You have more fun, more effective, less time consuming. So try it out. Train hard. Don't do insane amount of sets just to do sets. Don't just add sets just to add sets. The last section of the video is cardio. I'm fucking hungry. Cardio. My first year of training, first 14 months of training, I didn't really do cardio. Expect from maybe playing a little bit of football with my friends. I didn't do cardio. I didn't take it seriously. Thinking, oh yeah, I'm already training, I'm already strength training, so why do I need to do cardio? And I'm already playing a little bit of football with my friends, so why do I need to do cardio? And my cardio was shit. It wasn't like shit. But for someone who looked like I looked, athletic like I looked, was pretty fast, pretty athletic. My cardio wasn't that special for someone who's already a pretty athletic person. And I always think, especially, oh yeah, I'm bulking, so why should I do cardio? It's less effective. My bulk will be less effective if I do cardio. Bullshit. You should do cardio even when bulking, especially when bulking. My next bulk, still gonna do cardio 3 times a week, or maybe 4 5 times a week. Do cardio, take your cardio seriously. When you're this strong guy who's muscular, but you have zero cardio, I just had a random thought towards my head. Imagine you're this strong guy. You have your wife, your future wife, beautiful wife. And I know it's going to be kind of a vulgar example. It just randomly popped in my brain. And I know for sure in this journey, I need to be as authentic as possible and tell you exactly what's popped into my brain. So imagine you're this strong guy, muscular. You have your future wife. You go to bed with her. You have sex with her. After a few minutes, you're out of breath. That's not fun. But imagine you're strong and you also have an instant cardio and you can just go and go and go for hours. That's way better. Train cardio. If that wasn't enough to motivate you, just to train cardio, to go run, do hit, I don't know what's going to motivate you. They have this mindset, train cardio not only for you, but for this fun your future wife's gonna have. But being strong whilst having zero cardio doesn't mean shit. Be the strong guy who also has great cardio. If you're strong and you can't run for more than 5 minutes, it's useless. If you're strong and you can run for more than 20 minutes without taking a break, it's useless. A form of cardio can be martial arts. It can be hit. It can be running. I'm currently doing running and hit, and in the near future, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start doing be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I used to do wrestling, but right now I stopped. And in the next few months, probably begin and start of 2024, I'm gonna start doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Right now, I'm gonna focus on monk mode, on business, totally, and then 2024. I'm gonna start doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu while still focusing on business. My business is gonna be my priority probably for the next 3 to 10 years, probably. Then do more cardio. Right now I'm doing running and hit. So I go run 3 times a week. And I'll do hit. Two of the times when I go on the run, I do hit. I have a weight workout. So my hit workout, I just do burpees. So I do 45 seconds, like it's a burpee hit workout interval. I first installed an interval timer on my phone. It's just called interval timer. So I do 45 seconds. I do 3 rounds, 45 seconds of burpees, 45 seconds of rest, that of active rest. So I just run in place like this, run in place, don't go in any direction, but just running in place. Then when the 45 seconds of the active rest I do more burpees, then active 45 seconds of burpees, 45 seconds of rest, then again 45 seconds of burpees, then 45 seconds of rest. 3 rounds. And this is a very effective way to do burpees. When it comes to my run, I go run like between. I'm currently going on runs of between. On some days I go on really short runs, but currently because I'm only running 3 times a week, I'm probably gonna go on runs between 4.5 kilometers to 10, 12 kilometer long runs. I don't have a genuine plan, so maybe I'm gonna do it like this. On one day, I go run 5 kilometers. Thursdays, I go run maybe 7.5, and then Sunday 12.5, something like that. I'm probably gonna do it like that. But when your weight workout is very important. Running is gonna help build up your long distance endurance. Doing just one thing for a long amount of time. That's very important. But HIIT is going to train another part of your cardio. It's going to help you train just like running is going to help you improve your doing some one thing at a low intensity for an insane amount of time. So when I ran my first 10K, I didn't run at such a high pace. I ran at a 650 kilometer per minute. No, 650 minute per kilometer pace for 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I didn't stop running once. I just kept running for 1 hour, 10 minutes. I plan to improve that time to get down to 5 minutes per kilometer over the next few months. But I ran at low intensity for a long amount of time. That's the cardio you're gonna get from running. But the cardio you're gonna get from HIIT is different. So HIIT is basically the shortened version of high intensity interval training. It's gonna build up. It's gonna help you improve this part of endurance where you do a very hard, high intensity exercise for a short amount of for not such a long amount of time. Increase your capacity to exert maximal intensity. So my burpee workout, I'll go really fast for the 45 seconds. I just much burpees as fast as possible for 45 seconds. Then take an active break of 45 seconds. So HIIT workouts are going to help you improve the length, your ability to do a high intensity for a long amount of time. So HIIT is the type of endurance that's going to help you to be better, for example, in bed. Just an example. Yeah. So I would recommend you do running and HIIT and martial arts even. Those three are the kings for cardio. Martial arts, running, and HIIT. Martial arts gonna help you even become a stronger person in general. It's extremely fun. I really look forward to when I start doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I really look forward to that. So yeah, that was basically it. I just wanted to quickly visualize this. You finally built the body you want to build. You're a muscular guy now. You go to the gym, train with your new friends that are also muscular, have a fun session with them. You try to PR today and all of them motivate you. They tap you on your back, say, yeah, you can do it, bro. You manage to get that PR and all scream with you. You have fun with your friends. Or you find your future wife. And when she sees you shirtless, she just looks at you with lust and admiration. Your kids, the future kids, if you already have kids, go to their friends and tell their friends, oh yeah, my dad is the strongest. And they're right because you truly are the strongest. That's the life you can build if you follow the steps. If you do the right things for long enough, you can do it. This journey isn't easy, it's hard, it's difficult, it can be painful, but it's worth it. And I promise you, it's way more fun than you think. Way, way, way more fun than you think. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do my call to actions. If you got vibe from this video or you enjoyed it, and it would be for my benefit and benefits of your friends if you shared it. And I would enjoy it if you shared it like in group chats, if you like spam it in group chats and share it in DMs of your friends. Some friends that you think can get value from this video, you just share it to them. It can help them and it would help me personally get more views. So share it in group. You can share it in group chats and DMs. It will be for my benefit and for the benefit of your friends. I'm currently presenting my private online community. The link is in the description. If you click the link, it's gonna get you a video, and then in that video you can get the link to buy it. I'm currently presenting it. It's a private online community where you're gonna get a more deeper access to me, coaching calls a few times per week, like 3 times per week, probably, and you can ask me direct questions that I answer for you about fitness, masculinity, all the self-improvement things. And I can help you more personally. If you get value from my video, then I'm sure the amount of value you're going to get in that community is going to be insane. And you can make more friends with other people on self-improvement. So if you're interested in that, you click the link in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't run from discomfort, chase it.